So what does true confidence as a trader look like? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. So today we are talking about confidence. Confidence as a trader. How do you know when you actually have it? How do you know when you've actually obtained it? A lot of people think they have confidence, but then you just notice little things with how they conduct themselves, what they say, and you don't have confidence. But that is our ultimate goal as traders. Whether it be stocks, options, bonds, Forex, you have to have confidence if there's going to be any sort of hope for you to succeed in the long term. But how do you know when you officially have it? That's what we're going to talk about. And in order to illustrate this, we're going to go through the journey that all traders take. Now, whether or not they take it in this exact order, that's going to be a case-by-case basis. But point being, everybody transitions through this kind of thought process, starting at the beginning and then going towards the end. So the first part that most people start at is ignorant. And I definitely started here. People get into the markets. Oh, wow, this is easy. Maybe they make a couple good trades. Oh, I got it all figured out. And they think, wow, this trading thing is awesome. I'm ready to go. Next step transitions over to lost. My journey, I thought I knew what I was doing. I was being very ignorant towards things. And then all of a sudden I had a big blowout loss. Watched a big gainer turn into break even, then turn into a bigger loser. And I thought, you know what? I am lost. Now, this is a very critical stage. First, it's critical because you have to at least admit it to yourself. A lot of people are always looking to blame other people. Oh, it's that's fault. It's the market maker's fault. It's this, that, or the other. They don't want to look in the mirror and admit it, so they get stuck right here. They just remain in the ignorant phase. And as sad as it is, a lot of people remain here. They never get out of the ignorant stage because they're always looking to blame other people. Maybe they're looking at it and saying, you know what, if I admit I'm lost, that's a sign of weakness. I don't want to admit I'm lost, so it's that person's fault. Oh, manipulation. Oh, it's the shorters. I mean, you've seen the excuses if you've been around, and they never can admit that they're lost. But this is a crucial step. Now, when you admit you're lost, the next step comes in the form of, well, are you going to learn? Another very, very critical step. Pretty self-explanatory. Are you going to get out there, invest into your education? Are you going to try to better yourself as a trader to learn how you can, get unlost? Because you've admitted you're lost. Perfect. Great spot to be in. Great admission on your part. But now you actually have to learn. After learning, a very important step, and that is going to be reassurance. What do I mean by reassurance? Well, this is another crucial one because I see it all the time. And this is the one that reveals, is this person still ignorant or what's going on? And reassurance is, yeah, I know what I'm doing. But hey, what do you think about that? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I have it figured out. But hey, what do you guys think about this chart setup? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Hey, could somebody look over my watch list? Give me your thoughts. Reassurance is fine if you're coming from the learning stage. If you're, hey, I've been learning about this. Therefore, could you help me and let me know if I'm seeing this the right way? Hopefully you see the difference. From learning to reassurance, that's perfect. That's the transition you want to make. But from ignorant to reassurance and skipping over these two steps, quite frankly, you're going to look like a fool and people can see right through it. There's nothing worse, and I see it all the time, than somebody showing up, acting all hot. Yeah, I made a bunch of money. I know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. But hey, what do you guys think about that? Well, if you're such a good trader, why do you need reassurance from anybody? Now again, if you're learning, hey, I'm learning about this, so could somebody give me your thoughts? Am I seeing this correctly? Am I looking at this in the proper way? That's awesome. You're trying to learn and you're looking for reassurance. Fantastic. But the ultimate sign of confidence is right here, and that comes in the form of don't care. I'll add one. What you think. Now, this may sound kind of ignorant, this may sound kind of arrogant, but me personally, I don't care what you think. I don't care what my members think. I don't care what anybody thinks in regards to a chart. But why is that the case? Am I ignorant? Am I being arrogant in saying that? No, because I'm confident. I'm confident in my ability to read a chart. I'm confident in my ability to set up a trade plan. I don't need your thoughts. And when you can reach the stage, and this is my ultimate goal as a teacher, as a coach, as a mentor, when a student can look at me and say, hey, Clay, I don't care what you think. I'm not asking you. I don't need your advice. I don't need your opinion. To me, that is victory. To me, that is job well done, because that is the goal. When you are depending on other people, when you are being reassured by other people, you don't know what you're doing quite yet. Now, it all goes back to totally fine if you're coming from the learning stage. But if you're coming from the ignorant stage and then going to reassurance, you're always going to care what other people think. And when you care what other people think, it shows that you're not independent on your own. So this is the ultimate goal. When you don't care what other people think, that is when you have confidence. When I first started doing these YouTube videos, I was super paranoid. But now I really don't care. Look at me. I look like I'm homeless. But whatever. If you don't like my videos, you can turn it off, and that's fine. But should I shave? Should I don't care. So now I know when it comes to YouTube videos, I'm pretty confident in this stuff. Because at the end of the day, maybe you find this helpful, maybe you don't. But if you don't, hey, you never have to watch a YouTube video again. So that's just another way where you can really gauge, am I really confident? Again though, if you're saying, I don't care what you think, I know what I'm doing. But is that really a support? Is that really a resistance? Is my risk under control? Well, that doesn't make sense when you see this chain of logic. And that's what other people are noticing when you're trying to be out there. And to be honest, I should note that some of these people, they don't know they're ignorant. So I always try to do my best. Hey, you say you know what you're doing, but why do you care so much about what other thinks? I don't need to learn anything. I got it all figured out. But what do you think of that? Am I doing that right? Is this right? Hopefully you get the point. So get out there and make it your goal. We can sit here and say, hey, I do not care what you think. It's not arrogant at all. It's a sign that you're confident. You know how to identify chart setups. You know how to put together a trade plan. You know how to make sure you manage risk. You know how to make sure you manage the trade as a whole. When you can do that and don't need somebody looking over your shoulder, don't need, hey, should I buy? Should I sell? Am I supposed to hold right now? That's the reassurance stage. That's you being dependent on somebody. You want to be independent. You want to say, I don't care what you think. I have everything under control. So are you confident? I don't know. Ask yourself, do I care what other people think? Or am I always asking for reassurance? If you are asking for reassurance, ask yourself, what is the source of this reassurance? If the source is because I'm learning, then hey, totally fine. But if the source is I'm ignorant and I think I know what I'm doing, but I don't want to admit that I'm lost, well then you're in quite a problem, and hopefully you can learn from it and get yourself back on the proper path that needs to happen. So get out there, work hard, and get yourself to the point where you can look at me and say, Clay, thanks for the videos, but I don't care what you think anymore. I got it figured out. I know what I'm doing. I have confidence in myself and my trade plans. Get out there, trade without emotion.